out of the group of death.
And into a new group of death.
Yeah, because whatever group, there are no more, even by anyone's standards, I don't think any of the groups past these 4 group stages are going to be easy. The next 2 will both be filled with pretty good players.
Yeah, most definitely.
By anyone's standards, so pretty important match here for Illusion. If he can win here, man, that would just be really good for Illusion. Like I said, 2-0 over Scarlet. I don't think anybody would have expected that. And then to 2-0 over Major, by no means an easy Terran opponent. It would just be really good for Illusion here. So let's see what happens here. In the bottom left, we have our buddy Windy, aka Major, aka the Milk Terran.
The Milk Tank.
The Mill Tank. Yeah. And then in the top left, we have Illusion from Team Root, the half Korean, half Ninetales, half Caucasian.
Half, yeah, I think you covered it there.
I think so. The Terran player in the top left.
Yep. Well, it was 3 halves though, so I guess you should have said 33%. Each.
No, I think you can have overlapping halves.
Can you?
I think so.
So he can be half Korean, half American, half Ninetales?
Sure. You don't think so?
I don't think so.
And then half human. Like half human, half Ninetales, and also half Korean and half American. They were just describing different properties, you know?
So is the half Ninetales part also the half Korean part? Is that what you're trying to say?
It doesn't have to be. But I mean, it can be if you want it to be.
Wouldn't we...
Maybe it's like half and half. So like his half Ninetales part is actually like 30% Korean, 20% American, and then the half human part is 30% American, 20% Korean.
Right.
And then it all...
That would make a lot of sense. The Ninetales Terran going up against a different Pokemon, not quite the Ninetales. Because there is a Pokemon named Ninetales, I believe.
Yeah, there is. It has 9 tails.
Yeah, it
it's
has
fox.
9 tails. It's the...
He evolves from...
Vulpix.
Wow, I didn't know that, but there we go.
Vulpix is one of my favorite Pokemons.
And actually, I think they can
one of the only brown
evolve
Pokemons,
with
actually.
a Firestone.
Vulpix and Eevee, I think, are the only brown Pokemons, so I'm very fond of them.
That's very cool. I'm glad to hear that.
Yep.
Wow. What a Pokemon.
What a Pokemon. And
Does Ninetales evolve into anything yet in any of the newer games?
That's a great question, not that I know of. Yeah. So we're going to see a Reaper popping out of here. Illusion going to poke at it. This time Illusion with the Scouting. Major being denied of the Scouting by Illusion's ramp. Oh. TSU is going to fall down. A Reaper as well by Illusion. These players are mirroring each other pretty well. So keeping up with the TVT metagame, perhaps inventing it at this point since there's no more TVTs to watch.
Yeah. I don't even know if there is a TVT metagame anymore.
I think it's pretty much disappeared.
Yeah, an interesting, a little bit of a divergence in builds here. We've got a Factory going up for Major, and we have Dual Reaper production coming out from Illusion.
Yeah, and if Illusion's able to get in with those Reapers and perhaps kill Major's Reaper before any Hellions pop out, Major could be in a lot of trouble. I can't imagine that Illusion's going to stay passive with his Reapers. So, great position though by Major. He's definitely going to get the first couple shots off on Illusion's Reapers.
Definitely. I'm not sure what would win 3 versus 2 if the 2 got the leading shots.
I would say 3 would win. However, if there's only 1 Reaper left, then that's going to be problematic for Illusion.
Definitely.
Definitely not what he wants to have happen. 3 against 2 on even grounds, on even surface. It would perhaps, he wouldn't have to even lose any. Yeah. So.
And
giving
for
up
whatever
that
reason,
positioning,
I don't know why he did that. We are going to get this.
Well,
SCV.
he doesn't know what we know as well, but
okay.
this SCV is going to be interrupted here.
Oh, that's a painful one right before the command center finish, so not able to lift off. We do have 2 Hellions coming out for Major, meaning he's not going to lose the CC, but still pretty annoying to have that delayed that much.
Yeah, effectively delaying the CC by quite a bit. Mm-hmm. The next SCV is going to go out. I don't know if this is a little bit premature. No, it's not.
Nope. Got the 2 Hellions.
Major's got to figure it out.
Oh, and Hellions are indeed faster than
Reapers.
I'm not sure. Can Illusion win this fight?
I don't think so. Maybe pick off a Hellion and run back.
Didn't even get one. And these will get... Oh, but we have 2 more Marines coming out.
It's not going to make a difference.
Nope. What a blunder.
He's looking for that. He's looking for that Hellion.
Wasn't
barely
watching.
Misses it.
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of weird stuff going on here.
Yeah, the supply's incredibly even right now.
Yep.
Illusion mining his natural a little bit quicker, is he?
Yeah. He's got a couple SCVs and a mule out there. 4 Marines standing out there. We've got, again, a couple Marines, I think, walked into the natural Major and just got roasted.
Yep. Some
Or the
lightsabers.
Hellion did, not a couple Marines. Major able to come in here and get a good scout.
Oh,
illusion.
you can't jump up in there.
Unfortunately.
What's he thinking? That's too big a cliff. Unless it would be cool if StarCraft 2 let you do that. And it was like, are you sure? And then you click, and then your Reaper just falls
Jumps
off the
to its
cliff.
death.
Yeah. So it breaks a leg. For the rest of the game, you have like a wounded Reaper that doesn't.
Do you think the medevac would be able to patch it up?
That's a great question.
Maybe it takes like extra energy to do it.
No, I think he would have to be wounded for life. Like, maybe put him in a wheelchair would work.
Maybe. Or just like throw him in a siege tank. He could be like a pilot.
Oh, that would be sick. But that would be maybe beneficial, actually.
Maybe. So this game, again, as we noted last game, there is a Banshee doing a lot of damage that we were following very closely here. Able to take out, I think 3 SCVs and 2 Marines.
Yeah, inverting the roles a little bit, but at the same time, Illusion with his own
big
pressure.
drop here. 8 Marines, 2 Hellions.
Going for the CC. Major seems to have enough here, though.
Yeah.
Lots of Hellions, lots of SCVs being pulled off. And I think Major's going to deflect this. And on
Possibly.
the other end,
Good
on
split.
the other end of things, the Banshee's still doing a lot of damage.
Yep.
Yeah,
10 SCVs.
millions.
Wow.
Millions of damage. So
Big
Major
damage.
saying no.
Ooh, no scan energy. Almost. He
so
needs
far
one
away.
more.
So close and yet so far. There
Scan
it
will
is.
go down. We will take him out.
Yeah, very unfavorable position. However, for Illusion, he desperately needs a bunker to try and hold off those Hellions. He's making a tank, which is the right call without a doubt.
Yeah, but he does need that bunker, as you said. If that bunker, and I don't know if it's going to be able to finish in time.
I don't think so.
Major just barreling forward at full speed here. Not going to give... Oh, or is he going to give him time? Nope, not going to give him any time. Not going to be able to finish.
This is probably going to be game.
Possibly. We get to raise that defense.
Oh! Raised his dongers!
Raised his dongers. But he can't come forward and repair it, unfortunately, because he will be annihilated by those Hellions.
Yep.
We do have a siege tank here. Maybe just prepare with the mules? No, but he's not. If he loses that siege tank, good auto turret that went down with a Raven. Wow. Needs to watch these SCVs here. He can't really afford to lose many more. Already 22 workers lost for Illusion.
Holy guacamole.
25. The SCVs do come around to repair the tank. 25 is the final body count. Man.
That was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It was an okay defense given his position.
Yeah, it was a great defense given his position, but
the game right now is still, definitely swinging in, or continuing to
heavily.
Heavily swing in Major's favor. So. I don't think it's swung. It's already over there, so just remain in Major's favor. 2-kill Banshee just floating up here. Looks like Illusion might.
Oh, he will. He will. He will. I'm saying he will. Oh, he saw it.
I don't know if he saw it or not. He might not have
of
been
course
looking.
Well,
I don't know if he was looking.
That's different. His unit saw it.
His unit saw it.
The Viking did not report to the commander.
Did not report to the commander. Pretty BM. Oh, needs to pick up and boost out of here if he's going to save the medevac. Oh, can't really afford to lose anything right now.
But he needs to try to make something happen.
Yeah.
So I can't blame him for that. He needs to. He knows he's behind.
I can blame him for that. He lost the medevac for free.
Yeah, of course. But he needs to. I mean, whatever he does, he's gonna be running a risk.
Yeah, sure. Unfortunately, Major's not the kind of player that you can just sit back and hope to catch up against in the late game. Major does have very good macro play.
He does. I mean, Major is the kind of player that beat Taja.
Yeah,
long ago.
and he's Major is a very, very thorough mid to late game player. Major's not the kind of. There are some players who like, okay, I'm just gonna chill. I think I can get an edge in a late game. He'll make a big blunder, and I'll be okay.
Yep.
Major's the kind of person to get ahead and throw down like 6 expansions.
Yeah.
And sacrifice all of his SCVs. And like play from he's a monster macro player. Yeah. No, you do not ever want to go into a late game with Major being behind. Unfortunately,
he has one of the best, definitely macro games in North America. Perhaps out of all foreigners.
Yeah, even compared
world class. I mean, beating Taja is
in a macro game.
Yeah, exactly. Taja, and I say this because many people consider Taja to be
one of the best
player in the world.
Sure, yeah.
Like Sage, for example, thinks that Taja is the best player in the world. He's not alone in that. So
I think Illusion might be forced to tap out here. The siege is very late, but I mean, even if he would have sieged earlier, just the Viking numbers, the Marine numbers, the tank numbers, just not enough here.
Yeah, and perhaps if he had sieged a little bit earlier, he would have gotten a trade to keep him in the game, but he would have still been behind.
Yeah, maybe. Even at that, the Hellions could have just ran in. I don't know. Pretty rough. That Banshee just did a ton of damage.
Ton of damage. Amazing.
terrible damage, some might say.
Some would say
Some
that.
people who don't work on this game anymore.
Yep. So we're gonna go to a quick 90-second commercial, and then it's 1-1.
1-1. Winner will advance for sure to the next group. Loser will drop down to fight the winner of Scarlet versus In Control, which could be anyone's game.
Could be anyone's game there. And we'll be back in 90 seconds.
90 seconds. We'll see you then.